Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for always tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate you for tuning in live, listening to replay. You're now tuned into the vault. This is Trust Christian. Definitely appreciate you for listening to this episode. This is actually an announcement and announcements for our upcoming workshop. And we're going to talk about some other things as well, current events. I may even double back and do another specific episode about that. But this is definitely an episode for the announcements for the workshop coming up. It's actually going to be held at a college, so quite a few people have asked about the address, and the address was given specifically to people that have reached out about the event, so we always appreciate that. And it's definitely going to be a blast. Definitely are going to be having mentors there, trust mentors we've had for years now. Finally, just got to bring them out. We know quite a few people have waited for the last minute. They actually get their tickets this week, so we still have some spaces available and just booking people in as we've always have. We've always had pretty booked out rooms, and so it's just going to be continued along that theme and along the way that we normally do it at the vault, which is not just information. Some people look at the workshop here. Is this just going to be about information? And it's not. It's a training as usual. It is a trustee training workshop. Can you get too much trustee training? Ladies and gentlemen, you can't invest too much in your education. This is what we're working with trustees currently because we actually have a family flying in. We have multiple families flying in actually to this workshop. So we have a family that we want to point out in specific because it is actually two generations. So when you ask, are their parents coming with their children? Yes, they are. And that's why we have to have our first and second generation trustees speak at the workshops. So we are going to have a trustee that has been in trusteeship for at least two generations now. Some people say, "Oh, is that a lot?" It's not a lot. I mean, we could bring in people that have been in generation for three plus generations. That benefits the people sitting in the room when they talk about putting a system in place. So that's something we definitely look forward to doing. We got New York in the house. Appreciate New York for tuning in live, listening to replay. Appreciate Mississippi for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate you all for tuning in live, listening to replay. Definitely hit the like and the subscribe button. Always appreciate everybody that hits the like and the subscribe. Keep the channel growing. The announcements for this workshop, when we talk about the itinerary as usual, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about infinite banking concepts, and it's not just talking about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's seeing how the strategy is going to work for you and your family through multiple case studies, and even having someone right there on site being able to put together an illustration for you based off of some numbers filled out and things of that nature. So it's definitely important, and we look forward to having things done on site. Some people say, "Oh, is it just information?" Ladies and gentlemen, even when we go to workshops for high net worth investor workshops, somebody could say, "Is it for information?" They're also for networking purposes. Why? Because people in trust deal with people in trust. People that are looking to get money, you're around other people that have raised money. People that are looking to raise money are around other people that have raised the money at the level you may have wanted to raise it at. Oh, I want to hold property internationally. I want to hold trust internationally. I want to have access to a mentor and trusteeship that can help me find the lawyers and the accountants that we need to find nationally, internationally. How do you do that? You get around the right people. So sure, some people could say, "Oh, well, why does it have to be private?" It has to be private because it's private family trusteeship. We were talking to a couple families yesterday, and we talked to a family in specific. We're thinking about that. Once again, they're getting the information from the outside, the vault, and they're seeing that, hey, the vault has a high level of value because we're talking specific private trusteeship. Whereas in the public, they can see the contrast, they can see the difference, and that's something that they've been made aware of now. And so they're diving deeper into the information, being able to work with the families remotely now, as well as on site. We're able to give tons of visual aids, and that's what the workshops do. The private workshops allow families to get visual aids, not just of seeing the information, but once again also seeing other families engage in the information at different levels with the information. So announcements for the workshop. We definitely had to bring in another mentor. We've been doing this for years now. We've wanted to not deal with the shysters or the jokesters. You know, some people used to reach out to the vault all the time about trading, and they still do. And ladies and gentlemen, the vault has a portfolio that we're managing, and when you're building a portfolio, you want to show track record. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about track record. And announcements for what we're doing is we have track record. We're bringing in mentors that have track record. They're private. These individuals are not looking to be known over the internet for the hoopla. And we had a trustee come to us yesterday and tell us about someone saying, "Oh, well, you could be the grantor and the beneficiary." Literally yesterday. Had a trustee that's enrolled recently in the program said, "Oh, there's people on the internet, and we saw this." And it's funny because this is a trustee that's literally over 55 years old, and they saw this information on the internet that says, "Oh, well, you could be in trusteeship, and you could be the grantor and the beneficiary." And they can immediately tell the difference. They can immediately tell the difference. So we know we're definitely moving in the right direction. We've been moving in the right direction the entire time, and we look forward to continuously serving. Uh, and so, with this workshop, it's definitely got to be a focus on own nothing, control everything. And not just that, but asset protection. The focus is those are the main themes of the workshop. Some people say, "Oh, what about the family foundation?" Ladies and gentlemen, that is asset protection. That is legacy, estate, and wealth preservation. We're going to talk about those things. Even when we're just going to go ahead and talk about it. So, there's recently a story that we had to announce with Bill Gates and how he bequeathed pretty much 90% of the stock of Microsoft stock at one point, pretty much over to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So we sit in a room, we work on these strategies with other families. It's the same exact strategy that their family has used. It's not an accident. So we're sitting here the other day. We could easily share with you all, even verbally right now, non-copyright infringement where publicly over the internet, Elon Musk, one of the largest stockholders in the United States and in the world, says he doesn't take out money. He's not liquid. He uses and borrows against the stock of the company. So he uses loans against the stock of the company. He uses loans against the equity of the company. It's no different in trusteeship, ladies and gentlemen. If trusteeship has quote unquote assets, then there can be loans that can be made against property. This isn't financial advice. It isn't legal advice. These are conversations that when you're so-called surfing the internet, you hear that statement. Oh well, Elon Musk said, "Oh well, he borrows against the stock of the company. He borrows against the assets of the company. He doesn't take out liquid cash. He doesn't make himself taxable. Why? Because that would make him taxable if he takes out an income. He doesn't take out an income. He specifically said, "I take out a loan." You all can Google Elon Musk saying he doesn't take out an income. You all can Google that. This is one of the largest shareholders in the world, so-called one of the richest men in your current times. Oh, well, he's the richest man in the current times, and he's saying that he doesn't take out an income. So you say, "Oh, well, Donald Trump did the same thing." Yes, literally. They take out loans against the company. Is a loan an income? These are the things we talk to our trustees about in trustee training. Is a loan an income? Most people know it's not. No wonder he's not dealing with any of those paying your fair share things. Those are the things we're talking about in trusteeship, family foundation, trusteeship. Elon Musk is not even American. He's South African. Elon Musk is not even American. Maybe he's got an American citizenship now. He's definitely moving in trusteeship. So we see this other organization. We want to give everybody a heads up. If you didn't know that there are segments of the economy that can uphold the economy or almost destroy the economy. We're gonna live through it here real briefly with this union strike that's going on for the auto workers. The auto workers union right now is on strike. They say this affects GDP at least 50 basis points, which is definitely half of 100. And we definitely can see GDP fall depending on how long these auto workers are right now on strike, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that definitely wasn't planned. And if it is, we would definitely want to see the auto workers get some money real quick so they can get back to work so they can produce cars not just for domestic consumption but for international consumption, American cars. And so right now we're definitely going to see hopefully GDP now drop drastically, but just not have a drastic drop off. This is where we really are looking to see if the country can uphold cash flow and capital. Why? Because most people drive cars every day, and for that reason, they are looking to always have new cars sold, just like they're looking to have used cars sold, just like they're looking to have houses sold. And these are major things that hold up the economy: auto loans and house loans. So people say, "Oh, I need to prepare for the tsunami. I was preparing for this recession. They're preparing for everything. Yeah, I've been talking about it for 18 months now. And where's the work? Where's the economy? Well, they say the middle class is the upper middle class is hold strong. Do they have the capital to continue to move forward in luxury? Well, those people have moved into trusteeship, and they are. Those people are definitely moving into trusteeship, and we look forward to serving them at the workshop because generally people that have something to lose are the people that are going into trusteeship. We do want to make that out to the open and to the public. Is most of the time most people that are going into trusteeship is because they have something to lose. They already have something that they want to protect. What do you have to protect? That's what we're here to work with those families and move forward in that capacity. So we definitely just wanted to announce that we were going to have some additional mentors in the room this time around. And we had to do that because we've been doing it for a while and we just got to stay away from people that possibly aren't going to be in the best interest of the vault and the families that are involved. And so we're always making sure that people that we're bringing into the room have integrity and are moving in that fashion. Those are things that we uphold at the vault. It's just making sure that you have integrity when you're operating out here. Um, and so this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. We're in 2023, going in towards the end of the year. We definitely wanted to. We actually are bringing in someone. Actually, yeah, we got to announce that we're actually bringing in someone in the room that's going to be talking about the precious metals once again. And these are the things that we had at our when we were coming up in the trainings early. In trustee training, we in family foundation and trustee workshops, we will make it a point to have someone in the room talking about gold and silver for sure. Not just gold and silver. When you talk about precious metals, you're talking about a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen. You're talking across the board, whether it's diamonds, whether you're talking about hard tangible assets. Those things are precious metals or not, ladies and gentlemen. They're still what is it? Not utility metals. These are metals that pretty much you can use in industrial metals that you can use and things of that nature. So we definitely wanted to make it a point to bring those style of people into the room. A lot of people are always asking about those people when it comes to where to diversify the portfolio. Everybody says, "Oh, what about investing?" Well, what about savings? What about hard, tangible, appreciating assets that you pretty much just are gonna? It's not considered an investment until you need it to be. We're excited to talk about these things. We're excited to have the families in the room. We're excited to have this training. We look forward to serving the families in the room again. This is definitely going to be an epic move forward with the families that we have going into the end of this year, just because it's going to be a great end of the year again. We want to end strong, just like a lot of families want to end strong this year, and that's going to involve investing in private family educations and continuously moving forward in that capacity. A lot of people say, oh, I want to go private. They reach out to the vault and they want to go private. Everybody says, oh, I know that there was something else going on in the States. I know it was something else going on in the world. But are they investing in their education to find out what those things are? And this is the education that we are talking about. We could easily say right now the United States Constitution is a trust contract. The entire country is in trusteeship. The officers that they have that are sitting here for periods of time, that's an office. Just like a first board of trustees have an office, the country has an office. It rotates. So some people sit in the government for years, they make it a career. You can keep getting voted in. The families are putting systems in place. That's what we're doing at the workshop. Look forward to working with you all, seeing you all. Look forward to hearing from you all. Christian at trustchristian.com. That's the email you can reach out at. Christian at trustchristian.com. Look forward to seeing you in Miami. Peace and joy.